Let's see if I jinxed it with all the clickbait. Alright. Good point in playing Carrion Feeder first. Yeah, probably the only kill a crab. Get a tiny bit more value. Alright. Game's not looking super great. This is an invincible deck. Yeah, I know it doesn't look super invincible right now. Ah, le titre. They're killing the feeder. Probably have another removal spell. Not exactly what dreams are made of. These draw steps. Reaping Chill, I mean, or why not? I take Stitcher, Supplier, or Delta. Stitcher Supplier gives me a chum blocker, kind of mill 6. Delta gives me Land number 4 for Creeping Chill. Then I can block with Crab. I have to take Stitcher Supplier. Buy myself some time. Maybe I should have attacked with Gravecrawler. Vengevine in the yard. Trying to figure out if that was a fancy line, was chump attacking Gravecrawler, etc. But looks like I just have to chump block and hope to top deck something good. Attacking was Angler as well. Interesting. Did they have Land Bolt? It probably does have another Angler, right? Alright, I'm just gonna not play around Land Bolt, even though it could be what they have. Alright, land and pray for no. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. So much had to go wrong for me to lose this game. I mulliganed to 5 and I drew just all Creeping Chills and stuff. Ah, that is so absurd. Takes a lot to lose this game on. Sideboard is gonna get tougher, but let's see. I can block. They're probably a favorite to have Stubborn Denial. Maybe not. There's one in the yard, and they didn't counter Once Upon a Time, which they probably should if they had Stubborn Denial. Alright, let's see if I can find a recent Shadowless. See what's up with Grixis Shadow sideboard. There's one that's top 16. Open, they had basically no graveyard hate. They don't necessarily need graveyard hate, they can rely on Team or Battle Rage. I'm just gonna bring in free Oko. It's like the perfect Oko matchup. It could have won Brutality. Brutality's pretty bad. Okay. Free Oko. Creeping Chill's kind of awkward, was against Death Shadow. You don't necessarily want to mail them, you beat them by going wide. As we saw in game 1, Creeping Chill can be awkward. On our direct question whether the Questing Beast plus Vivian thing was, as you stated, a cute Timmy combo, the MPL player Canister answered that playing 4 Disdainful Stroke in the main was such a Johnny thing to do. Care to comment? No, not really. Obviously Canister is always right. Hey Nico Pro. I'm glad that could be an inspiration. Thanks for the kind words. What are my thoughts on the MC metagame? Nothing special, I don't know, kind of what people expected. Hey Scooter, with this deck on Urborg? Nah, you run out of fetchable lands quite often, and you want as many fetch lands as possible. Honestly, your life total is usually not an issue. I'm gonna play Crab turn 1 in this matchup. I mean, A, I have Glimpse on turn 2, and B, I have all the discard spells. With the 4 Creeping Chills, the fetch lands actually don't hurt that much. I don't think Urborg would really do anything for you. Probably more likely to help your opponent. I don't know about that, but just there's no room for anything but swamps and... Do you still use Creeping Chill against them? Kind of a legit question. I guess I'm going to be attacking them, so I'll use it. Yeah, we 5-0'd yesterday. We won a close one against Blue-White Stoneblade. Like, first game was close, we lost, I think. Second game was close, we won with no cards left in our deck on the last turn. And third game, I kind of ran them over. You don't have Blood Gas, you just want to fetch first in this deck. I think fetching Swamp is reasonable here. Oh, a second Vengevine. It's kind of nice. I didn't know you could do that. Are they not playing red? We gotta be playing red, right? No one plays blue-black. Will I upload this stream on YouTube? Probably. You can also just watch the VODs on Twitch. I could do one Leyline. I literally never bring in Leyline against that deck. Yeah, I mean the cost is 0 playing the third color because you want to shock yourself anyways. Vengevine looks to be the best card in this deck. I'd say Crab is the best. There's no real best card. Like, you remove Vengevine, the deck doesn't exist. You remove Crab, the deck probably just has not enough good draws. Like Narcomoeba could go, maybe Creeping Chill. Double Supplier, Amalgam, Vengevine. It's a pretty bad hand. Nice, much better. It's not great, but a reasonable draw. Kind of the land you want to lead with anyways. Why did it never mill me? I don't understand. So Oko could be Creeping Chill here. It could be at 11, I could be 21. Who knows if that's even a good thing for me. Yikes. Probably have Fatal Push in hand. I have Amalgam and am I in a rush to sag that fetch land? I want to try and play around Fatal Push and get that extra activation. Let's see, there are 12. I would be doing what? I'd be putting a Carrion Feeder into play probably. I could not have Fatal Push too. I mean, it is possible. Yeah, unlikely. I think I'm gonna go for max value. Just say go.
Patience from Zoe. Patience from Zoe. Patience from Zoe.
Everything's going off. That's the chili. Liz made me make her a giant pot of chili before I left for LA tomorrow. Did I decide to shave for the Mythic Championship or Hall of Fame ceremony? What? Hall of Fame ceremony is in Richmond. I shaved so they don't give me shit at customs. I don't want to look like a dangerous terrorist. That's a nice one. Slate was that. I got a Gravecrawler in the yard. Probably play a feeder here. Primes, I'm not sure how I play around Teamer Battle Rage. I could try and get some damage. So what do I have in my graveyard? I have a Vengevine. I have an Amalgam coming back. So next turn I can have 1, 2. They have 2 blockers. I'll have a Gravecrawler, I have a Vengevine and an Amalgam in play next turn. Well, I posted deck guide on Channel Fireball. I wrote an article. There's no sideboard guide because I haven't figured out how to sideboard yet, but there's sideboard pointers, and I'm just talking about the deck in general. When's the best time to play Once Upon a Time? Just after your draw step in your first turn. Do you have the hat packed? Dude, I should. I don't have anything packed, but I'm gonna forget it again if I don't. It's a good point. Good call. I'm gonna share something with you. I actually would rather not have to wear the hat, but I don't mind it too much, but I just feel more comfortable without the hat on. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Alright, sorry. So, let's say they have another blocker. They can block my 3 big dudes. This is tricky. I'm kind of out of ways to mill myself. It's not necessarily gonna get much better if I tag them. I guess I'll just say go. When in doubt. It's pretty terrifying. I guess I just take Vengevine, right? What's the plan here? Just try and make a gigantic feeder. I feel like I can't beat Teamer Battle Rage this game, no matter how I play it. I'm gonna lose to Teamer Battle Rage. Once Upon looks great. All Shade. All Troll. Should I sack Amalgams? They're gonna be in play tapped. I'm not sure if that's what I want. Set up an Amalgam loop next turn. What do you mean by that? I think they can start attacking with Angler if I... Why would they not start attacking with Angler if I only have 1 Amalgam? I guess I could triple block. Yeah, I guess I could have maybe triple blocked. What did they do was they kept 2 on top with Serum Visions. Let's see. 4 blockers, I can have... I should just make a huge Carrion Feeder, right? Could have started doing that earlier, maybe? Magoo's just spouting nonsense in chat. Jay's Friend's Prodigy. Not too scary. Fetch land for potential fatal push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What should I do here? Just cast Once Upon a Time, I guess. Oh, could have sacked a Vengevine. Alright, I know, I'm playing a bit loose here. The game's too complicated. Yeah. It's not really too complicated, but they have Shadow Math. What happens if I out my deputy? I think they get their creature backs when it dies. Why not swing with Feeder? I'm worried about Fatal Push. Like, if I make it a 12-12 and lose all my dudes, I don't want to lose to a Fatal Push, and I want to make sure it's lethal. It's like one. I want to make sure it's the Abyss, basically. I mean, if I have enough toughness and Vengevines and stuff, it might just be hard for them to punch through. Oh, I like that they have no cards in hand. Do I have lethal somehow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't have lethal. I could have played a bit tighter and started attacking with Feeder last turn. Alright, they have no cards in hand. So I probably want to strike with my flyers. Hope they don't draw Battle Rage and that it's not lethal. So I put them down to 8, which is still like not super low, but low enough that I can probably have lethal next turn with an Alpha Strike. You know, it's tough. I could have obviously started swing with Narcomoeba earlier, but they're holding a Battle Rage. Maybe I'm at like high enough total that it's really hard for them to kill me in one swing with Battle Rage. Yeah, I have a lot of toughness, but if they send if they send in like 3 9/9 shades or 3 10/10 shades or something like that, I'm not gonna be able to like put enough toughness in front of everyone to just survive. Alright, I think we win now. I think we probably win. I have one card, push, block, 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 block. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not sure if I played the game perfectly, but good enough, I guess. It'll push Feeder, block Amalgam, block Amalgam, block Vengevine, take 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna lose to Darkness. Honestly, if they have Darkness, I just have to accept their greatness, accept their superiority. Alright, we got there. Streak lives on. Would you not just die to Street Wraith up the top into loot into Battle Rage flashback? I don't know what your point is. That's 15-1 was the version, yeah. It's like 4-1 was the original version, and then 11-0 was the version was Once Upon a Time in it. On the play. Kind of have to mulligan, unfortunately. This is 4. That's pretty bad 4-card hand. What did I put back to the bottom? Do I keep Sluice or do I keep Supplier? We won on the mulligan to 3 yesterday, but we had like 2 lands and a glimpse, and we drew a second glimpse. Alright, decided to keep Once Upon a Time because I really want a Watery Grave on turn 1. I don't want to have to lead with Overgrown Tomb on top of everything else. Yeah, Force of Negation. I mean, obviously that's a risk, but I think it's a risk I'm willing to take. Alright, Amalgam, Narcomoeba. I'm not asking for much here. Just perfect free cards. Oh, what about Crab and Glimpse and no payoffs? Okay, that's cool. They're playing Drawn Into. Is that a card people play in Depth Shadow? I think they do like to play 1 or 2 sometimes. Pretty good card. You do help your opponent fill up their graveyard. Like the haircut. Yeah, it's a bit short. Just making sure I don't look too bad for media day on Thursday. Not sure what I'm gonna wear. Probably just gonna wear my Channel Fireball Pantheon t-shirt. Could probably scoop them up, but you never know with this deck. I'm not attacking with Stitcher because I don't want to make their Depth Shadow bigger than I have to. But maybe I should just move all in and attack as much as I can. Hope that they never draw a Depth Shadow. That's probably a good play. Trample. I saw a list of Grixis Shadow with 2 Realms on its main deck. Trample part's pretty nice. Alright, I need to draw Supplier and mill a Gravecrawler. No biggie. Yeah, I think this is the kind of game where I'm just supposed to attack with Supplier and hope they just don't have anything good. Because I'm just so far behind. I need to hope to like get them low, cheese them with some creeping shells, maybe resolve the Glimpse and hit Jin. Hawaiian t-shirt plus shorts. I don't think we're allowed to wear shorts on media day actually. We need to look these. I think no open toe shoes maybe. There's a few rules. This isn't NAM. There are rules. Sword dress. I don't have any dresses. I don't know if I have any winter dress. I only have last year's collection. I want to look out of style. Could have used creeping chills at some point, but I think the plan makes sense. I almost want to board out all 4. What would be good against them? Force of Negation might be reasonable. Brutality might be reasonable. 1 Leyline might be reasonable. I kind of don't hate Force of Negation, honestly. It might get them too. I attacked them. I didn't attack the Royal Scion, did I? 15-1, yeah, just was this deck. Glimpse into Oko is nice. Still have a couple bad cards and stuff. And don't have crabs. Win a mulligan. This is a close one. Hard casting Vengevine's like not the worst against them. I'll keep. I'll keep and I'll get rid of, I think, Narcomoeba. Maybe this is a scared keep. The other question is, do I lead with Hedron Crab or Gravecrawler? I think you just lead with Crab, honestly. Against all the 1-mana. They might board out the 1-mana discard spells, though. Yeah, maybe they just board out too many discard spells to make that play right. This game's looking pretty grim. Maybe I should have mulliganed again. Damn, they drew the removal. Oh, I'm gonna say they drew the removal spell of Bubble. You get to actually do stuff this game. I pay 2 in case I mail a Gravecrawler, or yeah, Gravecrawler, I guess. This matchup seems pretty tough. Does their game plan can actually like do things against you? The whole battle right? Are more removal than discards. Thing is, there are more removal than discards. If they have a discard, you lose your crab. If they just have a discard, you lose your crab. If they just have a removal, you get no triggers, the way I played it. But if you sandbag it and they have a removal, you still only get like 1 or 2 triggers anyway, so I mean, it's better than nothing. It's not bad, but it's not like, it's not as easy as like how many discard spells they have and how many removal spells they have. That's not really how the math works. Unfortunate.
Our baby is a month-old baby, medium light skin tone, yellow hat, wow, yellow hat, wow, yellow hat, wow, baby, medium light skin tone.
I don't even know what to say. The word is branch. Thanks for the support. Ooh. Guess I'll just say go and pray for the best. Hardcasting Vengevine doesn't sound super bad, but might be too little too late. I just chump, or do I go for the... What are the odds they don't have anything? I think I just have to chump. Jeez, a lot of Death Shadows. Maybe I need Legion's End in my sideboard. Technology. Alright, we need... I don't even know what we need. We need a lot, though. Alright, I'll take it. Something. Are you sure that voiding out chill is correct? Yeah, pretty sure. It's just, you have no control over your creeping chills, and if you hit them early, then they just have like instantly a gigantic Death Shadow, and they can just kill you with Battle Rage. And obviously now that'd be perfect if I, started milling all my creeping chills, but I think you just want to try and go wide with your creatures and beat them like that. What do they have? I'm kind of willing to gamble here. I'm curious. Okay, I think it's getting to the point where I probably have to play... Maybe that's what I should have done the whole time, just play like they don't have Battle Rage, but can't even really do that. I'm at 13, I can leave one guy through. Probably not play my land first. That's pretty bad. That might be okay. Now I'm winning this game. Triple Death Shadow is like their draw was a bit too good. They didn't have removal for Crab, but God, Oko would be so good. Just resolved Oko. GG. Can I win this game? I'm actually not sure. Okay. Just alright, hopefully they block Gravecrawler. You kind of have to block. Trying to rep Creeping Chill. I'm not sure what it does for me exactly. Keeps me alive one more turn, I think. So they're gonna name Illusions. Zombie, okay. Seems like I would just name Illusions, honestly. What is that on board? Oh yeah. Alright, 4 Death Shadows, too strong. Alright, all good things have to come to an end. It took like 7 mulligans or something, and not even good ones. It's okay. That means we're due for the next 13 matches. Oh, I was dead on board. I was at 10 and their Trampler was 10 power. I don't know if it's because I mulligan a lot, but it definitely didn't feel great. Oh, we're playing in Smurf. Definitely can feel the difference between yesterday's run and today's hands, where I'm like, I was getting a lot of nutted hands yesterday. Classy Murph dog asking me if I'm tilted yet. Murph dog is just pure class. Did I keep Gravecrawler or did I keep a land? What does the Merv dog play these days? Is he on Tron? Yeah, I'm not sure if I should keep Gravecrawler. I'm gonna get rid of Gravecrawler. Tombs. There's some value to having more graveyard payoffs in your graveyard. Yeah, he's mulliganing to 5. That's probably Tron. Could be playing the mirror match too, I guess. Could have humped onto the Vengevine bandwagon. Mountain Soul Scourge Mage. I did not expect that. Not expect that at all. Purple Vengevines.
You can't believe.
Uh-oh, that's actually kind of scary. Could just one-shot me. Not gonna lie, actually a bit scared. He only has 3 cards in hand though, it's gonna be tough. He said, yikes, I can't actually beat this deck. Well, obviously you can't beat these draws when you mulligan to 5 and I'm on the play. I don't know. I don't know if I should bring in Oko. Don't have much to board out. Carrion Feeder probably not so great. Golden Butter was Oko. That's fair, I think. How good is Narcomoeba? I should maybe keep closer track. The point is that you get to cast Glimpse on turn 2, and if you mean Narcomoeba and Amalgam, you get to bring back Amalgam right away, which is nice. Should I send just a crab to a certain death? Probably fine. Hey Harry, thanks for the raid. Short stream today, right? Are you back in school yet, or are you starting? Oh yeah, you're back in school. Should maybe fetch. I only have 1 Watery Grave. I guess I don't need Watery Grave, never mind. Wait, am I supposed to fetch right away? Is there a point not to fetch right away?
You should have a fancy hat emote for days like today. Yellow hat cap it, yellow hat roll.
Shelly D, thanks for the 26 months. Appreciate it. Do I want to sluice or do I want to bring back Vengevine right away? I just want to bring back Vengevine right away. Barbaillon. Merci beaucoup. Thanks, Barbaillon. Thanks for the Twitch Prime. Making art. What you got today? What's the brew? Is it eggs? Flameblade Adept, Hierarch. I was gonna say people aren't playing Once Upon a Time enough in like Noble Hierarch decks, but why don't you play Once Upon a Time? I guess you draw too many cards. Like the more you draw cards, the worse it gets. Maybe it's just too bad in your deck. Did I ever block here? Oh wow, did I just punt? Okay. Did not. Alright, Creeping Chill. I guess that was a huge mistake. Jesus Christ, that was terrible. Why did he scoop? I actually stone punted. I was supposed to play my land, probably pay 2, sluice, so I can bring back Vengevines. See what else I was gonna mill. Another 8 cards. Alright, looks like I was probably gonna mill a Creeping Chill. Play the deck I beat you with? Nah, I'm good. I might play some Noble Hierarch Once Upon a Time Bloodbraid Elf at some point. Did I not turn on channel points? No, how do you do that? We lost to Grixis Shadow. Okay, Murph. Perhaps in the sideboard, yeah. Or Leylines or something. Ab11. Thank you for the 11 months. Of course, if you have Amazon Prime, you can support the stream by using your Twitch Prime sub. Is there a point in not fetching in response in this deck since you don't have Bloodghast? I think there is, but I can't remember why. There might not be. Probably something I should figure out now. What's the upside of not sacking right away? You want to fetch in response to a MOBA trigger? Don't you always... They make a difference though? It's not just a free roll? Probably not. Not sure what to get here. I have a Merfolk Secretkeeper in my deck. Probably not gonna have time to cast that. I have Hardcast Vengevines. Probably not gonna have time to cast that either. It's probably gonna be close. Usually I don't lose a ton to Tron, but they're on the play to have Tron. They have like Wormcoil into Ugin, that's bad. If they have Karn into Ugin, that's probably bad. Alright, they can like Karn into Bridge. Can get a decent chunk of damage in. Here. It's pretty sweet actually. Because that's one reason to try and get Vengevine into play right away. But I couldn't really, even if I wanted to. My mails weren't the greatest. This is probably one of the matchups where he'd be happy to have a couple grudges. So bring in Force of Negation. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop them up. I don't think I can win anymore. Probably couldn't win the turn they played coin into Trinisphere. There's really not that much you want to board out in this matchup. Carrion Feeder is nice against Wormcall. Maybe be nice against Ensnaring Bridge. You got Dubious Challenge, Murph? We got Dubious Challenge the other day, actually. The god is good. I want to bring in Oko. Seems pretty strong against them. So there's Force of Negation. Oko's a bit more proactive. Alright, what should I cut? Probably just have to trim. I want to keep all the creeping shells. Let's see trimming Glimpse too. Not too sure. It's a bit sketch, but everything always feels kind of sketch. This hand's so good I don't need Once Upon a Time. Or do I get rid of Gravecrawler and assume I'm going to find a better one-drop with Once Upon a Time? Alright, the mulligan once this time. Meaning we're not as likely to get turn free Troned. Okay. We succeeded. Could have Dismember. Might be a sketchy turn, honestly. Maybe I should save my one drop for turn free. Being a free Once Upon a Time is worse countering with Force of Negation. No, probably not. Emrakul the Promised End. Oh. Actually, that's not that bad. That's probably just... Yeah, that was a mistake, though. I mean, maybe if my opponent mulligan into, like, to 4 or 5, I'll do it, but... Otherwise, doesn't seem that great. Let's see if Damping Sphere does what it's supposed to do. Like it should buy me the turn necessary. Yikes. That was about as bad as it gets. Just sack. Just sack everything. Not a Gravecrawler in the yard. So if I sack these two, they go down to 6. My Carrion Feeder is lethal. I don't know if it should 7. I'm gonna bring back just the 1 Amalgam. Puts them down to 7. Next turn, if they have a blocker for Feeder, puts it down to 3. But it's Thought Knots here and not Walking Ballista. Sucks. Just terrible draw after terrible draw. Trying all my Vengevines. Alright. Damping Seal. Another game that feels pretty unlucky. Just not milling a single Vengevine, them just having Tron Oblivion Stone for my Damping Sphere and Ballista to not die. We'll see. Looking pretty grim. Wonder if I miss 1 damage the first turn I attack with Feeder, not You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh my god. Why not? Why the hell not? Seems perfectly reasonable. So unreal. It's not as fun when you just get varianced out. Why I played these now? What did the Uge? I don't know, I want to bring back Prized Amalgam, I guess, and on Amalgam to be able to attack. This way I can actually beat a Wormcall engine. They have Emrakul in their hand. Also, they just... Did Emrakul do anything for them? 1, 2, 3, they have 4 types. So they can cast it and still have Blast Zone mana up. There's Bloodghast right now. I mean, we got so unlucky this game in so many ways. Probably didn't bring in Naturalist Claim. They probably have to have exactly Oblivion Stone into Ballista into 5th land to beat our draw. And I have to not I don't know, it was just There's so much that has to go. Can still win. We have 1 Creeping Chill left in the deck. Just need to draw. We have 2 Glimpse, 1 Crab. We're probably 10% to win this game still. Kind of lost this game because I boarded out Amalgams and stuff for Oko. Maybe you'll need Oko on the play. Seems so good though. Seems like almost impossible for them to win if you play turn free Oko. We played against Spike yesterday. Had a crazy match. Seems alright, I guess. Probably worth the keep. Alright, I like that. Spike's playing a crazy Phoenix deck. Never mind. What is he playing? Just his Grixis control deck? Nice. Alright. That's pretty good mill. I just felt like the fourth Once Upon a Time has been a bit too much. But there's also a lot of hands I was mulliganing and I didn't have Once Upon a Time in my opening hands and I wished I did. Probably not a super winnable matchup for him game one, like Grixis typically. Is the best deck in Modern right now? Probably not. Odds are it is not the best deck in Modern. That is pretty good. They're bringing Oko. Not sure what he has in his deck. He has like Plague Engineer in the sideboard, stuff like that. Probably find out pretty easily. He 5-0s all the time. But he 5-0s was a bunch of different decks. Might have changed his sideboard too. Free rejection, free surgical. Okay, yeah, he's heavy on surgical extractions. What about dudes? Doesn't have the dudes in the sideboard. The anti-surgical plan. Bit sketchy. Harry was trying Haunted Dead. Yeah, I mean, these dudes make sense. It's like a payoff, graveyard payoff, and an enabler. There's the other one too, the sketch. That's pretty decent. I only have one of my payoffs in hand. Like, the little beater are kind of good against him. I don't know. It's kind of a grindy matchup. I guess I'll... I think it's strong enough that it's worth gambling. Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, okay. Just mulligans too. Yeah, it's an enabler and a graveyard payoff. Yeah, it's both at the same time. But it's also another card that when you draw, you're just stuck with it in your hand. So you already have so many of these, like... I mean, number one reason you mulligan is because you have like 2 or 3 of these cards in your opening hand, and then if you add a Haunted Dead, it's even more. It looks like adding the one Once Upon a Time made the deck unplayable. We went to unbeatable to unplayable by adding